Alright, what's up guys, it's Wolf and I'm back. I decided to mash this into one video. I'm gonna do stuff that I'd like to see in the future and pretty much what I can only describe as pro-ass strats. So we're gonna start in kind of with a mixture. So pro-ass strats part 1. We're gonna go ahead, okay. Not enough resources. Yeah.
Not enough resources.
Oh, that's fucking, oh my god, I do apologize. It's left off where the last game was, so I'm gonna stop the recording real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I pretty much just had to uninstall and reinstall the motherfucking thing. So, anyways. Yeah, so I guess an appropriate place to start instead of pro-ass strats would be things they need to fix, like resetting the game. Like they just need to have a button in the options on the main screen that just says reset progress, because it's a little bit ridiculous. I don't want to start midway through the game every time. Like that's kind of part of Rogue Legacy that I talked about in the last game, how they kinda, I don't know, it's kinda incorrect calling it a Rogue Legacy, goddamn. Rogue type, because it's kinda not, like, starting midway through the game kind of is, I don't know, contradicting to that in a very direct way. And I don't agree with that, but anyways. So, pro-ass strats tip 1, go ahead and come over here to your power module, repair this, and repair your energy storage, and that'll get you through your first few objectives. After that, you're going to want to immediately upgrade this, because you're going to need more power. You don't want to hit negative this early in the game. After that, you're going to want to just follow along with the objectives for part 2. So look at this, upgrade your life support, and I think the other one's upgrade, no, it's fix carbon dioxide, so your CO2 reclaimer here, you're going to want to fix that. So, you're going to want to leave the plantation off until it gets about to 10%, that's usually where I put it on, because that's going to use a little bit of your memory, not a whole lot, but enough to make a difference. We're going to go and upgrade this since it's next on the list. And the very moment your hull monitor gets to low reliability, go ahead and upgrade it, because it doesn't give you an actual percentage, as far as I can tell, to what your current reliability is anywhere in the game. Which is another thing that they need to fix, or something I would like to see them to fix, I should say. They don't really need to, because it works in its current state, but I would like it to have that anyways. And oxygen is broken down. Oh, that's annoying.
Almost 6 years ago, many unfortunate events happened. Finally, the day arrived.
Honestly, I don't think it said that it was on low reliability. Anyways, pretty much the second tip that I can really give right now is don't let thing break down. Don't think thing break you down. It'd help if I could speak like an old human being. Don't let things break down. Always make sure their reliability is up. Don't immediately fix things, but at the same time you want to fix things within a reliable amount of time. Like, these things, the cryo chambers, they're going to go down a lot during the game. You don't have to fix them immediately. The moment it says the reliability has gone down, you can sit there for a bit with them going down, because it'll tell you right at 50%. You can go up till about, I'd safely say 20-15%, before you absolutely need to upgrade them, because they'll break down pretty quick, and if these break down, that's the end of the game. So, what do we want to break down? We want to fucking upgrade that real quick, and we'll go ahead and do one of our batteries. We'll see which one's got the lowest reliability. It's usually number 3, but this time it's number 2. So we'll go and upgrade that next, since we've got our electricity capped out right now. This is doing alright. We'll want to upgrade it pretty soon though, because things are breaking down faster than they're getting fixed, and our oxygen is going to start dropping pretty quick into the red zones that we don't want.
When I asked about the other two astronauts, they
Okay,
told me I am
liabilities
not
low
going
on
to
number
meet with them
1.
until we arrive at Hydra 22.
Storage controls,
Not
next
enough
upgrade.
resources
Not enough
inside
resources.
the
So,
navigation
in the previous video I talked about farming this. That was actually incorrect because, what I was talking about, so I'll use this as an example. So we can go over here, this costs 50, it'll take off 550, but if you go over here and cancel this, it takes away the 600 that it gives you. You can't actually farm off that because eventually you'll just hit 0, or you'll hit negative 600 and you'll have to upgrade it. So it doesn't really do you a whole words. It doesn't really do you a whole lot of good to just do that. So we'll go ahead and upgrade that. Son of a gun. What the hell? I don't think it ever warned me that was going down. And that's kind of the difficult part of the game, is it just randomly goes, oh hey, this shit's broken, fix it. Even though that kind of screws you out of your resources, because that's like
We were near Quaser in just a few
a
minutes.
pretty
I see this
good chunk of our
position
component
provided
resources
for
there
the
that
first
I
time.
would rather
We a
have
lot of
available.
preparations to do before our journey could start. It has been a very tiring
It was like,
day. That's
when I
it
tried
for
to
now.
upgrade this, we were at like 50 or something. I went in and did it, upgraded the battery, this broke down, and now I'm just getting to upgrade this, and now we're already down to 100 again. So you can run through those component resources pretty quick there. Anyways, let's see.
Objectives complete.
So honestly, this isn't a great example of what order to do things in. I'm doing my best, but so far I've kind of screwed up. I've let this go down, which costs us quite a bit of resources, and also I think it was the O2 generator. It's either O2 or the CO2 went down, and that can cost quite a bit. As you can see, we're at about 1% on our food right there, so we're going to go ahead and turn that on right now. And bang-a-lang, that's back on.
I have been feeling something wrong about this mission
I just
from the
noticed
start,
I've
but
never
I
really looked to
continue
see if that
doing
costs any
this
components
because I hope to be
to
one of
turn
the
back on. So
people
next time I turn it
who
off and turn it back on,
I
I
am
will
trying
make sure to
remember
check
how it
that.
all began,
So
though.
it does cost extra to turn it on. I probably won't want to repeatedly turn that off and on at any point. Okay, so O2 levels are sucking something serious, so we're going to want to upgrade this immediately. We've got enough resources. You can run this into the negative pretty regularly. Just make sure you don't go too low. Once you get further where things start taking at least like 2 minutes to upgrade, you're going to want to pay attention to that pretty closely.
Objectives complete.
And probably halt things in the middle of upgrades. So nothing's really wrong with our cryo chamber. It's just low on reliability, and everything is going to shit right now because we have no oxygen in the fucking tank. But once this fixes, hopefully we can get this back in order. Okay, all monitors upgraded. Let's go to this. Our oxygen is still going down. Let's see where we're at. Okay, once that fixes itself, everything will go back up, but it didn't do it in time to save his life. Anyways, back at the home screen, and I'll just run through the rest of the list of things that I'd like to see. See what they'd like to update for us and things like that. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. My voice is starting to go out. Alright, so anything, words, so bad. Anyways, other things I'd like to see, first I got on the list would be, so they've got this high score that they've actually, just implemented today, now that I'm recording this video, with the first update. It's pretty much the only thing they've changed so far as I can tell. What I'd like to see based on that change recently would be maybe an online high score list, so you can see other registered players' high scores, if there is a way to, like, if the high scores are varying, like, by what you do and how you do it, rather than there just being a maximum, which I think there might be. Like, there'd be a maximum just for beating the game. You get 10,000 high score, and that's as far as it goes. I think that'd probably be the way it would be right now, based on the way the game is at this moment. But yeah, I'd like to see some sort of comparative high score list, or maybe some other type of competitive aspect that I just don't have the imagination for. On top of that, I would really like to see an endless mode to this. Actually make it kind of like just a little bit more like a roguelike. Add an endless mode, make it a little bit more varying in what's coming at you. Like, maybe it's just the way the game's set up, and I'm used to other games just having a lot more variables. Like, there's a lot of variables in this, but they're all set up the exact same way. You might as well just have like 5 lists of numbers that just generally, like, just slowly degrade, because it's pretty much all the game is at the moment. Like, randomly it'll fire off, like, this thing just breaks down out of nowhere, or this thing's just falling to pieces at a lot faster rate than anything else. But other than that, it's pretty much just a big plot of numbers that you've just got to keep track of in that design. So I'd like to see maybe a little bit more variation to it if they could do that. It'd be really cool if they added additional modules. That would be something to do if they did an endless mode. Just add on extra modules to make it more complex, or to just add more to the game as it progresses. So, like, say you get past so many days and it throws an extra module at you, or when you start the endless mode, you start out with only 2 modules to work with, like power and habitat, and everything else kind of blocked off to you. You have to develop so much electricity, but before you can move on to the storage section of the ship or whatever. And they could also add on to some more of the story. I would really like to see that. Like, I'm not going to spoil anything, even though it's not really too complex. Like, the little logs are pretty much the extent of the story at this point, and what's in the intro when you start up the game. I'd like to see, like, maybe a little bit of an add-on to the story, like what happens next, or maybe if you beat the game, it gives you some additional information on a prologue to the story, like what happened leading up to it, or little blippets of information from the other ship, or things like that. That would be really cool. But outside of that, that'd be about it for today. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully they'll do more updates, because I'd love to play more of this game. So I've pretty much already beat it. I just gotta play through it one more time, or at least get another successful run and get through all the objectives, make sure there's nothing else that I'm missing out of the game. But I would like it if they'd update it. That would be really, really cool. I'd love to do more videos on it and play more of the game. But that's about it, so I'll see you guys next time.
Wait.